Faster. And more. And more. Stop and close your eyes now. Okay.
No, remember.
Don't you remember? Trousers.
So she's wearing sunglasses.
And blue jeans.
It's blue.
Yeah.
Something black, I think.
I don't know. Like gray. Yeah. Sorry.
So we communicate.
And engage in the project for organization, thinking about their artistical and participatory method or tools, you can call it whatever you want, and then to share it with the others as a peer-to-peer training, and all the organizations that are composed by artists or social workers, coaches, educators can give their feedbacks at the end of each tools in order to improve them. And the aim after that is to test the tools with the target groups in each local contest.
I was sure I was married.
So the tool, it's basically called Lost and Found, and it's consisting of 4 different steps. And basically, like the major aim is to create a shift in perception. This is why most of the part of the tool is with eyes closed. It's partner work. So it starts inside the room, and then at some point there is like outside exploration in pairs, still one person with the eyes closed. Then also to find like a certain spot or place that somehow attracts the person which is still seeing and leading. And from there on, really focusing on the atmosphere, the emotions evoked, and also like what is really interesting for us or important is not just what it's looking like, but the atmosphere and maybe also like the emotions that are evoked with this spot or place. And from this point, like the other person open the eyes again, and they share like 2 different spots, and from that on focused on atmosphere and emotions evoked to then in the last step use this to transform it into a little story that they're telling. Can be also scenic or also without the use of voice. It's not about the method, but to kind of like transport this atmosphere of the place which was important to them.
Don't leave.
Comfortable if we have just 5 minutes to share. The alien point of view, it's a tool I developed thinking about all the participants could be a part of an alien spaceship that is coming to Earth to explore and to observe in a different way what we commonly know as humans from our daily life. The goal is to look at something really familiar but with a stranger perspective, and the alien look is allowing that. It's a game about changing the interpretation of the objects with a collective narration, and that makes every weird story more acceptable and more common. And so the second tool is the campfire stories. The idea is first to draw, like this workshop is a lot about drawing and expressing some zone of light and darkness. So it's about how this campsite environment can lead us to tell stories we're not used to tell. There are like 2 big paper screens on the back. One is called the shadow screen. It's about drawing shapes, silhouettes, and drawing even shadows that we can build with the flashlights. And the other one is tale screen. It means that we can write words on it, and words that we hear or words that come to our mind when we are hearing the other stories. And so at the end of the practice, the aim is to decompose these 2 big screens and to reassemble them. The day rises at this moment. All the papers are composed, can be even seen as a comic book. And so it's about discovering narration, discovering listening, discovering drawing feelings, and mixing all of this to go on a journey that happens at night in an environment we wouldn't have been moved otherwise.
La pratica che ho proposto, Uno Nessuno, nasce da una visione iniziale e da un altro lavoro che stavo portando avanti in questo momento nella mia ricerca, che si chiama Riserva, dove appunto ero andata alla ricerca di strutture autoportanti che erano state costruite dalle persone come comunità in dei luoghi pubblici, quindi in delle spiagge piuttosto che in altri posti. Da questa visione è nata l'idea di usare questa pratica all'interno di Engage. Uno Nessuno in realtà si ispira alla pratica ben più famosa dello Spaghetti Tower, che è una pratica di team building molto conosciuta, dove appunto vengono usati degli spaghetti per costruire delle costruzioni autoportanti il più alte possibile. La pratica proposta per Engage segue lo stesso filone, la differenza è che vengono usati dei bastoncini di legno e uno scotch, un tape per poterli tenere insieme. Ci sono solamente 3 regole. La prima regola è il tempo, quindi non si può sforare il tempo dato. La seconda regola è che non si possono chiedere aiuti esterni. E la terza regola è che appunto la costruzione deve essere autoportante e il più alta possibile. È una sfida, quindi è anche molto divertente, è una pratica che nasce in modo molto giocoso e però piano piano poi se ne scoprono i valori. Riuscire a collaborare, riuscire a giocare, quindi tornare anche un po' bambini. I bastoni di legno sono limitati e anche lo scotch che viene condiviso tra i 2 gruppi. Questo è un po' un parallelismo con le risorse del pianeta.
I enjoyed listening to them.
Same intensity, same tone. Do you remember? This practice is called Every Word of Yours, and it is basically focused on giving value to everyone's voice, to every different style of speaking. So we will try to make music starting from our daily voices. So you will have many improvisation contexts, each one based on different voice style. And starting from that, the group has to create something consistent. For example, you can start using imitation, that is an atavistic ability that we have and we use to experience the world outside of us. So first you have to create a connection between your voice and another one's voice, and then between your voice and everyone's voice. The group has to develop that style into a sort of common language to create music or something related to music. You definitely have to expand your ability to listen. That maybe is the real achievement of this practice.
It's mostly about imagination and perception, okay? So what I'm going to ask you is to choose a number. So I will give you the post-its and the pens so you can think for 10 minutes only and write the titles that came to your mind, or you feel that are switchable to the picture you have in your mind. Going for number 1 and number 2, I invite you to come here. Wow, I loved it. Wow. Susanna.
Yes.
Let it be.
Kill a man.
Look, my curly pumpkin carrot.
For me, it really goes like in two completely different directions.
Don't shoot. Hold it.
The flowers.
So it's 15 minutes now, and I will start it now. Okay, go.
We worked in our tool on finding a way as a group to define a topic, then to explore the topic. And we used the method of automatic writing for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then also have a sharing moment with the group. Everybody can say a sentence, and then a whole story appears. After the storytelling, together as a group, everybody can walk, sit, lay on the floor, also encounter with the others. And then there's also a speaking corner and a sound corner about the topic they choose. So they have the opportunity to do like a poster or an image or a little sculpture, and then they can place this kind of art piece where they want to place it in the room. And then there's open exhibition in silence. Everyone can take a look at the other art pieces, and then it has to be an exchange, but after the kind of vernissage in silence.
This practice is inspired by the idea of the bench, where people can cross, can meet, have a seat and have a discussion, a discourse, create an encounter. Basically, the idea of this practice that is composed from 3 phases is to create a kind of moment of sharing of ourselves, to erase our self-awareness, and to create a space to create the encounter with the others. First phase, in fact, is to recreate the situation of the bench, so of the moment where 2 people will meet, and there will be an active listening and a person that will speak and will share about their life, let's say. Second phase of this practice wants to create a moment of meeting with ourselves, with the inner part of ourselves, where each participant will have the possibility to write down in a ribbon, a colored ribbon, something that came out from the first phase. They will write down in the ribbons and they will tie to the bench. The third phase will be a kind of sensorial experience where the participants will be split in 2 groups. One group will be eyes closed, spread out in the space, in a situation where they have to listen. The other part of the group will, using the words and the phrases of the previous phase, will try to play around the phrases, the word, the sounds, and so they will create kind of a sensorial experience. So the 3 phases are kind of a journey more than a practice, And the idea is, in fact, let the person to connect better with themselves in order to create space to let the uncontinued happen.